Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump supporter questions about Walmart. Okay, so Trump told Walmart not to raise prices after his tariffs raised their costs. I put out a video explaining how the math doesn't math. I was greeted with a bunch of comments, questions, and statements about how simple it would be to deal with that. You know, because there's always a simple, common sense solution for dealing with incredibly complicated international trade and economic situations. And that solution always fits on a bumper sticker. So, let's go through a few of them and see how the simple solutions hold up to the slightest bit of reality. Let's start with this gem. Quote, "Who goes to Walmart? Most of their employees do not speak English." First, if you're going to act like the defender of the English language, use the correct there. This one would have been THEIR. Now, to your actual question, who goes to Walmart? According to Capital One, about 95% of U.S. consumers go there, THERE, at least twice a year. Now, that's over a long period. How many go to Walmart weekly? Well, there, THEY', ringing up about 250 million customers per week. Look, I get it. Across the political spectrum, because of a giant list of reasons, from how employees are treated, to how they hurt small towns, to environmental concerns, to elitist images, to whatever Republicans care about. Everybody acts like they don't shop at Walmart and Amazon. And it's not like it's just a front for social media. That's why they're the two largest retailers in the U.S., because nobody shops there. Next quote. Walmart could find alternatives to the Chinese garbage they sell. They could, but you wouldn't buy it. If you think the price increases from the tariffs are bad, wait until you see the increases from domestic production. Every time you complain about gas prices, you're flat out saying you wouldn't pay more for domestic production. Those high-paying manufacturing jobs you think are coming here are an increased cost, way beyond the tariffs. But here's another comment to put it into perspective. Quote, "As a worker, this is actually terrifying. We already get cussed out daily for the prices now." Friend, I know prices are going up, but it's probably going to get a lot worse. Next quote. Simple. We all stop shopping at Walmart tomorrow. Problem solved. Sure, we all stop tomorrow. There's more than 1.5 million direct employees of Walmart in the U.S., and it makes up about 2.5% of the GDP. High unemployment and recessionary GDP. That's definitely sound economic policy. I know in your mind the mom and pop places will spring up, but that kind of economic blow would make it really hard to borrow money to start a business. There would be shortages and further economic downturn. Walmart sells about 20% of U.S. groceries. If the solution to your economic policy of tariffs is the destruction of the U.S. economy, maybe, just maybe, it's not good policy. Next quote. Simple. We shorten supply chains and produce longer-lasting domestic goods locally. Problem solved. New conservative ideas are old liberal ideas. This is good. Seriously, if done over time. It's also the Democratic Party's idea of a way to combat climate change. Republicans didn't want to do it because it was too expensive. Look, it's the U.S. We put the dollar into idolatry. You don't want to pay more. That's the whole issue, right? That's why Trump told them not to raise prices. I actually think this is a goal worth moving toward, but it isn't going to be achieved by tariffs. It's going to be achieved by getting rid of the mindset that makes you think tariffs are the solution. The mindset that wants a simple, immediate solution. The mindset that embraces consumerism. The mindset that says, put a billionaire and his billionaire buddy in power because they promised you immediate financial change. If you want system-wide change, you have to work for it. You have to change. The billionaires will not give you a system that gets rid of billionaires. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.